Hello everybody, this is not a crypto expert chiming in with another video, and in today's video I wanted to go over the possibility of people spending the stimulus money that they received on crypto. But before I get into the topic of conversation for today, I would like to ask that you please consider giving me a like, giving me a heart, giving me a thumbs up, giving me a follow, subscribe, hitting that post bell notification. I'm not going to ask you to share because it seems invasive on my channel. I talk about cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, and I try to keep it entertaining with the beat playing in the background. So on to the topic of conversation for today, which is titled, Some U.S. Citizens Look to be Splashing Their Stimulus Cash on Cryptocurrency. And this article comes to us from Coindesk.com, and it was published on April the 20th, 2020. Nothing screams confidence in the U.S. economy more than swapping Federal Reserve issued money for a digital hedge against the mainstream financial system. The U.S. government issued more than 80 million stimulus checks, each for $1,200 last week. To be deposited directly in the bank accounts, the payment is intended to give citizens affected by the coronavirus a few extra dollars to pay for essentials, things such as food and utility bills. But it appears some proportion of Americans, instead of spending their stimulus check at Walmart, Amazon, or wherever, may have decided to swap their dollars for crypto. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong tweeted earlier on Friday his exchange had experienced a sudden spike in the number of buys and deposits worth $1,200. Up until mid-April, around 0.1% of total buys and deposits had been for $1,200. Then it suddenly spiked near 0.4% this week, around the time many Americans started receiving their stimulus checks. And here is the tweet from Mr. Brian Armstrong, who is the CEO of Coinbase, if you did not know that, Coinbase and GDAX Pro. Of course, it's impossible to say for certain if all these deposits were U.S. citizens looking for a new home for their government-issued money. The graph doesn't specify what the split was between buys and deposits. So, it's possible some customers may have simply parked their money in the exchange. We can't tell if these deposits even came from the U.S. But despite a soaring unemployment rate, most in the U.S. are still working and still getting paid. Many who are financially secure may have decided to invest rather than spend their stimulus checks. Investors aren't just heading over to Coinbase with their stimulus money. Speaking to CoinDesk, a Binance US spokesperson confirmed they had also seen a spike in $1,200 deposits. People do seem to have deposited exactly $1,200 in the Binance US in the past couple of days, the firm said. Adding to the evidence, last Thursday was also the single largest day for USD deposits in the Binance US for more than a month, the spokesperson added, but declined to go into the specifics of how many deposits that would be. Crypto prices took a hit when COVID-19 outbreak fears peaked in March, but they have since rebounded. With interest rates at record lows and other assets like equities reporting lackluster returns, some U.S. investors may see this as an opportunity to try a new asset class. CoinDesk reached out to Coinbase and other exchanges for further comment, but hadn't received a response by press time. This is actually something that I anticipated happening where people that didn't necessarily need the stimulus money, or maybe they got a nice amount because they had multiple children or dependents, that they would spend some of the money on crypto. I've got no problems with that. If you weren't in dire needs for the stimulus check, I do plan on putting some additional money in. I did get something from the government, so I did plan on putting some in and matching what I'm putting in from my stimulus check into some cryptocurrencies that I've been planning on buying, that I've had my eye on for quite some time. So kudos to the people out there that see this as an opportunity to get into the cryptocurrency game, or maybe they're just solidifying the bags that they're already holding. So I hope that your endeavors pay out, folks. So with that being said, folks, don't forget to hit that like button, that heart button, that thumbs up button, that follow, that subscribe, that post bell notification. Not going to ask you to share because it seems invasive, and I hope that you're having a great morning, great afternoon, and an even better evening.